first thing we do, put a buff on that. We are gonna stun. Put him on here. Another stun here. Use a little touch and go. There's the stun. Alright, we're gonna throw Disable on, then use Startling Twist. There we are. So the rotation I used there was surprise attack. I didn't even get into stealth. So first thing I did was I throw Disable on because I want to be able to use Startling Twist, which will get rid of a corruption, but also does an 8-second stun. It doesn't last as long on a Wraith as it probably should. Then I got behind him, surprise attack, disable counter defense, or trick, counter defense, subtle stab, cunning attack because it has a bleed. Then I used double edged and small with snag. And the reason I used disable trick first is I want to be able to use starting twist, but it has to consume an active trick. And I would rather lose this active trick than this one. Then I did use Exploit Opening, and I got in behind him again and did the same thing. For heals, I used Mischievous Glee, and I used Touch and Go. So that was the rotation of how I kind of handle Wraiths when they come out. So thank you, and enjoy the rest of the video. All right, Megavon and YouTube. I am on Angmar on my Yellow Line Burglar. I'm going to show you the rotation I use. I am going through the Great Burrow, the maze. If you do like this content, don't forget to subscribe. So here we go. I'll go through the rotation real quick. So it's going to be a little weird, only because of how these kind of cooldowns. I'll show you here. So I'm going to use Sneak. I'm going to do Reveal Weakness. Then I'm obviously going to get the Surprise Strike, which is going to be Concealed or Stealth Surprise Strike. I'm going to put my Trick Counter Defense on because I want to get there. That's going to be a huge debuff, 24 seconds. Then I'm going to try to get Subtle Stab and Cunning Attack off. What that does too, this also, it gives me a little bit of power, but it also takes 2 seconds off of my Trick Removal cooldown, which I don't really have one yet at level 30. Then hopefully by then I get a crit. There'll be like a little leaf. It'll be like a little yellow leaf above my head. That'll let me know when I crit. It's just a visual aid. Otherwise, this thing will, obviously come up. Then I'm going to hit Small Snag after that because it is another great debuff. If there's multiples, what I'll do is the same rotation, but I will throw Dust in the Eyes after I do my rotation, and that will throw it on the 5 targets. And this will actually stay on them. You can only have 1 trick on at a time, but because this is going to hit other targets than the one I'm targeted on, it'll actually debuff them. So that's a nice little miss. They have an 8% chance of missing. And then I will go through the same rotation again using counter defense on the target I'm on, so it will remove Dust in the Eyes on the target I'm on, but it won't on the other mobs. So that's kind of nice. I do have Startling Twist, which I got through my Mischief Maker line. I do have another stun as it's a 2-minute cooldown. And then at any time I kind of get low on health, I have Mischievous Glee. And Touch and Go is something you'll see me use quite a bit, especially when I get multiple mobs on. And then Burglar's Antidote. Hopefully I don't touch my pots, but we'll see how it goes. I do have Addle. I don't really use it all that much, but I could. I mean, you won't see me use it. It's a nice interrupt, but probably won't be using it all that much. So here we go. So first one, gonna stealth here. There we go. We're gonna reveal weakness. Then we're just gonna keep that debuff on. So you'll see I'll go here. There's no crit. So I'll go back here to add a little damage. I'll throw that on real fast. I still am not getting any crits yet. So I might use this. My Twisted Startle. Just so I get some positional damage. And it's got a relatively fast cooldown for an 8-second stun. So it is kind of like a bread and butter. You know, you might use it a lot. I'm going to throw a little Glee on the end of here. Just to get my health up before I hit the next one. There we go. So yeah, I did that so I got my health up before my next battle. The cooldown is pretty fast on here too. The cooldown is... See, the cooldown on this is 30 seconds, which is pretty nice. And the cooldown on this is 20 seconds, which is very good for a heal. So we're going to do the same thing here, but this time you're going to see me hit him. I'm going to go through, put my trick on. Then once I get down here, I'm going to do Dust in the Eyes. Get a Startle. You're going to see me do my Glee. There we go. I'm going to go through again. To get that positional. Alright. Now, see, it's already on cooldown. I'm going to get my Glee again. Get my health going back up. Same thing. Flip it back around. Get that sweet, sweet backside. Alright, same thing. I'm going to throw Dust in the Eyes. Glee again. Just because I want the debuff on them. It'll help them miss a little bit. Help me survive a little bit. There it is. That's a little rougher, but it can still be done, as you can see. Same thing here. You kind of have to make sure the targets are in front of you. There we go. I'm going to do that. Once I get down here, then I'm going to throw Dust in the Eyes. Just because I want that on the other mobs. There we go. I'm going to debuff. Get that poison off. Same thing, Dust in the Eyes, because everything's around now. So as you saw, all of them got hit with that Dust in the Eyes. You can see their little eyes above them. We're going to do a Startle here. We got Mischief again. There we go. Oh, you can only use that once you get a crit, too. So you need to remember that. We're going to Startle. Now, I'm still not too afraid because I do have Mischievous Glee up. So, let's just mess this guy up. There we go. Looks like I'm gonna have to. So, once my surprise attack comes back around, there we go, I need to crit. Either that or I'm going to use, there you see me here. I'm going to use Startle Twist. I got a little, let's get that poison off. There we go. I'll do it again. Get my health all the way up. Same thing here. So same thing, we're going to go in. We're going to hit them. That one. There we go. Now I got the debuffs on. We'll probably do a little Startle. Mischievous Glee. we go. Get that on. We're gonna throw dust on again. Oh, we got a little chalice. Forgot to pick these up. Alright. So as you see there, as I'm fighting, when these are on cooldowns, I'm coming back to Subtle Stab. Then waiting for one of these to pop up. Disable, sometimes I throw in there because they both do damage. But I'm more likely to use counter defense because I like that debuff. Alright. So same thing, gonna go in. Counter defense. Throw a little dust. Then I'll throw that on while I wait. Gonna do a little mischievous plea. There we go. There we go. Throw a little dust in their eyes. Twist. I got my glee back up. Oh, I got a little rubby eyes. There we go. Now I have the touch and go, which is going to be my big get out of jail. There we go. Got glee. There's another crit. Alright, got mischievous glee again. Still haven't had to have I use my touch and go, so that's awesome. Alright, now we're gonna actually do Twisting Fate here. And mischievous glee. Just because I know he's gonna die, so I'm gonna get health up as fast as possible, as much as possible. There we go. I mean, I guess I could. Alright. There's a nice backstab. Let's get the heal off. Sorry, that was a cleanse, not a heal. We're gonna heal ourselves here. Boom. Alright. Oh, what did I get here? Did I get a... I think I'm just leveling these up to 10 right now. I am, and that one's at 12, so let's do this one. Alright. Come here, you. Backstab. Defenses. Backstab again. There we go. Gotta get a little mischievous glee. Alright. And, yeah, yellow line is more crowd control, a lot more, you know, stuns and dazes. Let's put this one on. Now, in order to use the Startled Fate, I have to have a trick on. So I use this as my throwaway trick. I put Disabled on before I use Startling Twist. Alright. Mouse down here. Only because I'd rather have the debuffs on them. Sometimes speed really helps. Especially in attacks. Like right now I'm going to use it. Got my stealth up. Then I'll put my defenses back up. Oh, I got my crits at the right time too. This is nice. I mean, another thing is too, so say you throw on your dust on another character, on another mob, if you still are using this rotation down here, 1, 2, 3, 4, when you switch over, you can actually use Startling Twist, burn your dust in the eyes to get that amazing 8-second stun. I'll show you how to do it. So we're going to target this guy. We're going to just do the regular rotation here. We're going to do dust in the eyes. We want that on the other mobs. I'm just going to burn this here. We'll finish him up quick. Alright, see, let's see. So, dust in the eyes should still be on him. Yeah, it is. Let's get that. Alright, now see, dust is still on him. I'm going to use Startling Twist, burn that dust in the eyes, and then have him already down. So I didn't actually lose any trick except for the area effect trick that I've already had on him previously. Because I was using that as an area effect debuff. So that's another thing that's kind of cool. I mean, honestly, you could do it, still keep the defense trick on, then actually go over there, stun him, and switch back to your other mob if you have 2-man too. So there's a lot of interesting ways to do that. All right, let's. I'm probably not going to take the boss, but I will take these mobs around him here. There we go. Let's go this way. There we go. Now I got the debuff on. Got my crit. I'm going to throw that on there because when I startle now, I'm going to actually backstab him. There we go. Now watch. We're going to throw dust. We're going to wait for our startle to come up. I'm going to actually stun the other guy here. Then fight him one-on-one. I'll have 8 seconds of unmitigated attack. And that was because I used dust in the eyes, which is a 5-target area effect debuff. Then I just switched over, used my Startling Twist on the other mob, then went back to my previous mob. Same thing, I'm going to go up here. Now this time I'm going to use Disable, Startle him, use all my backstab stuff, we go. Same thing again, I can put this on him. Then do Startling Twist again. Then I have back again. And he'll be stunned for 8 seconds. And the reason I'm switching to disabled is this one doesn't, I don't really care for the stats or the debuff as much as I love counter defense. That's the only reason I'm burning the disable. So if this happens, just run up here. The big boss won't. I forgot they have an aura on him. So same thing here. Gonna throw dust. Gonna startle this guy. Alright. Oh, that did not go the whole 8 seconds. Alright, so for that one, I'm just gonna switch, go to export. There we go. Alright, we're gonna... There we go. Gonna do the same thing again. Put that on. Startle him. Come on, you need to come to me. There we go. There we go. Throw dust on him. Startle him again. There we go. Now we can fight this cat. So same thing, once Startle comes up again, I'm going to drop into here. Going to put that disable on him. Get that back. Get Mischievous Glee. Another thing is, too, that can root him. That snag one I'm using up there. So going to do it again, disable. Do Startling Twist. Get behind him again. And stuns, you can damage them through stuns. You cannot damage them through dazes. That will break the daze. There we are. And then there should be one more mob. So we're going to use this first. Then we're going to do the disable. We're going to Startling Twist him, which is going to give him an 8-second stun. And like I said, I'd rather burn disable than to burn my counter defense. Same thing, do it again. Twist. Alright. So I hope that makes sense. We'll go through it one more time. This is my yellow line. So if you want to see this, in level 30 Angmar rotation. I go into stealth. I do reveal weakness. I like to use my surprise attack out of stealth. Immediately go trick counter defense. If a crit happens there, then I will go up to double edge strike. Then small snag. If there isn't, then I will go to subtle stab to cunning attack. By then, subtle stab will be back up again. Then counter trick will be up after that. If it's a signature and it's one-on-one, I'll throw disable on it. The reason I do this, I don't really care about the debuff that much, is I'm going to throw Startling Twist on him. I need this to be consumed by this ability. This will give an 8-second stun. Also does negative 10% to tactical mitigation, 50% to physical mitigation. So then I will go in behind, do a surprise strike, get back into counter defense. Anytime I get low on health, I will use Mischievous Glee. If I'm in real bad trouble, I'll use Touch and Go. I will still use Explore Opening if I have to. I try, usually I don't have to. If I'm fighting multiple mobs, I will do the same rotation. Then I will throw Dust in the Eyes. Now, Dust in the Eyes actually covers 5 targets, so it'll throw it on the other targets. It will be on the target I'm on, but I'm not concerned with that because I'm going to actually put that back on counter defense. If I kill him pretty swiftly, or if I'm taking 2 mobs on at once, which you saw me do up the stairs, I will target the other mob, use Startling Twist to get that 8-second stun, kind of get away a little bit, and then switch back to the other mob and fight. All right, if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, or even anything that can add to my rotations that I'm missing or anything, be more than welcome to put it in the comments. Remember to sub, and I think that's it. And as always, may the hairs on your toes grow ever longer. Thank you guys so much.